today to do a bike review. This is a 2017 After Twin Standard. It's got 20,222 miles on it right now. And I have put about 14,000 of those on here. I bought it slightly used in the summer of 19. And I've enjoyed this bike. It's very pleasing to ride. Every time I get on, I enjoy it. It's been a good one. I mean, the only thing I've had to do is replace the battery. It played out on me. That was like 150 bucks. I didn't want to spend, but I had to have it, so I went ahead and put the same battery back in it, the regular battery, the acid battery, lead acid battery. But yeah, I mean, I've been on some pretty long trips on it. You know, I did have a flat once, about 4 hours away from the house, and on the highway. I didn't crash, so that was good. I tried to change it right there on the highway, but I left my tube sitting on the counter at home, so I didn't put the new tube in it. And the old tube, it was shambles. I mean, it had holes all over it. I tried to patch. I patched like 4 holes in it. I tried to air it up, but it didn't work. So I guess when it went flat, it messed the tube up really bad. Because, you know, they're not tubeless wheels. So when it goes flat, it doesn't have that bead to hold the bead up on the wheel. So it just falls in the center and messes the tube all up. But anyway, I got out of that. Somebody stopped and helped me out of that mess. Carried me to a mechanic not far from there. We was kind of in the mountains in Middle Tennessee. So it was pretty nice folks, helped us out. As far as the bike, I mean, all I've really done to it was add this deflector here, which I really need because I'm 6'2", and I got a fairly long torso, so I need it to get the wind over my helmet. I don't know if the taller Adventure Sport windshield would do it or not. It might, but I just don't want to spend 150 bucks on it and it not work, because this works. I spent 20 bucks on that off eBay. So, but I got the test panniers. They work great. I mean, they're kind of bulky, you know, and everything. You know, I think I'd rather have the stock Panniers, but I mean, I got these for $400 with the racks, and the stock ones are $700. So I mean, it's $300. So I don't know. I might get the Nelson Rigg soft bags. Those are 150. I might get those. Try those out, just so I can have an option for soft or hard cases. I think the soft cases would look nice on there. This bike has plenty of power. I mean, it's really all you need, and sometimes it can be too much. Being careful, I mean. Now the traction control. It usually just stays on default. But I'm just regular riding it around. I don't turn it off. I only turn it off if I just really want to rip hard on it. Because if you try to go really hard on it, it'll sputter out on you. It actually works pretty good. It saved me in some corners, hitting some gravel or whatever. It'll do its thing. So yeah, I really like the traction control. It does good, and I don't think it really needs any more. I know the new model has like 7 levels of it or something, but I don't really see the point in having all them. Because if you got 3 or none, then you're going to get used to that anyway. So it's just more to get used to. If you got 7, you got harder to figure out which one you want. Maybe it ain't, I don't know. But yeah. And then as far as turning off the ABS, I think I tried it once, but like I said, I don't really ride it off road much. Not because I don't want to, I just ain't really had a good opportunity to. I've thought about getting heated grips. I'll probably get the Oxford ones. I know it has a little bulky thing that sticks up, but it's like $70 compared to $250 for the Honda one. That's a no-brainer to me. And then I installed that 12-volt socket. I bought one off eBay. I think it was $12. And I can't remember video on YouTube. I wanted some 12 volts that's only on when the key is on. So it's only on when the key is on. So that's what I wanted. That way the GPS will turn off when I turn off the key, and it will turn on automatically when I turn on the key. So it works out pretty good like that. Yeah, I don't know how much the Honda one is, but $12, and I put a fuse link in it right here. See that right there? And that little light will come on if the fuse blows, which I've never had the fuse blow, so the most I've had plugged into that is probably my GPS and my phone charging at the same time, and it didn't blow it. I haven't done a whole lot of off-road riding with it. There really ain't nowhere around here really do that. I've rode some dirt and gravel side roads and stuff on it, and it does good. It climbs really good. I've got the Michelin Anarchy Adventure on the back, and the Shrinko 805 or 705 on the front, and they do good. I just they're a little noisy. Right around 55, 60 miles an hour, they growl a little bit, and if I'm fully loaded with my wife, they growl a little bit more. So, but they do pretty good on the road and on the dirt roads and gravel. I mean, the Shrinko tire, I think for a cheap tire, I think it's all right. Oh. Sorry about the sniffling. My allergies are going crazy right now. Right here in the thick of spring. I do a lot of commuting on my bike. I ride it to work a lot. Hear that exhaust? That's the Hyperprovic exhaust. It is pretty good sound. I mean, I've not personally ridden one with a different one on it, so I don't know if the Remus or any of the other brands are really any better sounding. I do have the stock muffler too, and I think it sounds okay, you know. I don't know, I prefer it to be a little louder. I like to hear it. Plus this one here is lighter and a little smaller, I guess. It's not as close to the Panniers. It's a little more slender than the stock one. Suspension, I've played around with it, and if you ain't careful, you can really mess up the ride. Because I tried messing with it to try to cut down on the fork dive, adjusting on the rebound and the compression and all that stuff, and you can fix it where it doesn't really fork dive, but then when I had it like that, it made the steering feel a little vague in the corners and stuff, and I didn't really like that. So I think I'd rather have the fork dive and it feel good in the corners than no fork dive. So I guess everybody has their own preference on that. There may be a better way to tune it. I'm not a suspension expert. But I ended up putting it back to the stock clicks that it says in the manual, which it rides pretty good like that. And the brakes, I haven't replaced the pads yet. They're probably about due. 20,000 miles of riding. Alright, so I do have the center stand I bought off eBay. And it's I really think it was for the Adventure Sport model, which is a little bit taller than this one. Because I mean, look how far off the back wheel is. I mean, it's like 1.5 inches. But it does make it easier to oil the chain, and to, you know, if you have to work on it on the side of the road, it's easy to get the back wheel off. That was very handy to have that. But yeah, I've got about 3,000 miles or so on that back tire, and it's starting to square off a little bit because I do a lot of road riding. There's a lot of straight highways around here, which ain't the best for a motorcycle tire. I try to take the twisties as much as I can, though. But yeah, I keep it clean. I mean, you can tell it still looks pretty new. about the same amount of miles on that one. It's still pretty good. And I got that Garmin Drive Smart on there. It does pretty good. I like it because it connects to my phone. It tells me when someone's texting me or calling me. It's handy to have that way. I don't have to have my phone up there on the handlebar because I don't think the vibration of the handlebars of the motorcycle is good for the phone. I think it can mess up the camera on it. Because I think it messed up the camera on my other phone. Because I was trying to record with the phone camera while riding, and it messed it up. It still works, but it still worked after that, but it was kind of acted glitchy and weird. So I think it wasn't good for it. So I don't do that now. Let's see. There's my Aquaprovic, which is alright. Sometimes I take these racks off just because I think the bike looks cool without them. I change it up now and then. I got this cramp buster and these I forget what they call them things, squishy things. And there's my cruise. That's handy to have because you know how your hand can get tired after a little bit of riding. But yeah, it's been a great bike. You know, and the new model come out with cruise control, you know, and the 6-axis IMU deal and the electronic suspension. It all sounds pretty cool to me, and the dash is really cool on it, but I just can't see trading. I just don't think it'd be smart to spend that extra money for the same bike just for those features, because this bike is a joy to ride. But I mean, just look at it. I mean, it's cool. It is a cool looking bike. I haven't changed the chain yet. The chain and sprockets. I'm not sure how long they're supposed to last, but I mean, the teeth still look good on the sprocket. I just tightened it up the other day. I'm still in the green, so I guess we're okay on that. But I still have the stock air filters in it too. I haven't changed them either. I probably should get some of those, change them out. But yeah, 20,000 miles. Pretty much trouble free. I mean, I had the battery quit on me, but other than that, it's been pretty good. No issues. So I think if you're looking for a good one, you can find these still brand new around for about 10 grand, 8 to 10 grand new, and slightly used for the same price. You know, I mean, if you can find a new one, then you'd be better off a new one. But I mean, I bought mine slightly used. I paid $8,300 for it. Had 6,500 miles on it, and it's been fine. I didn't have any trouble. So But that's my review of the 2017 Africa Twin. Thanks for watching.